Winona Ryder and David Harbour were in the middle of filming a scene for season 5 of Stranger Things when Mike Meyer wandered onto the set. Excuse me, Winona and David. Who's this? This is Mike. I know him through correspondence. What are you doing here, Mike? We're filming a scene for season 5 of Stranger Things. I want to show you something that lies beyond that door. What door? Do you see that door at the end of the field? Yeah, I've been seeing that door every day. The door appears, and then suddenly it vanishes. I want to show you what is beyond the door. Only I have access to the opening of the door. It's a door of perception. Wow, the doors of perception. That's a book by Aldous Huxley. I'm a fan of his work. Well, that's good. If you glean the meaning of that book, you should know that within the human mind, when the doors of perception are cleansed, humankind will see things as they really are. In this case, this particular door of perception that you see at the end of the field which only I have access to, reveals a parallel reality to what you are seeing here. What kind of a parallel reality? Let's take a look beyond the door. Mike Winona and David walk up to the door in the field. There's a door in the field that is suspended there, not attached to any other structure, wall, or building. It stands there separate from any object. It's made of a mahogany wood and has a silver doorknob. Okay, here we are. By the way, Winona and David, I want to tell you that with this situation that's taking place as we speak is going to be an episode of Stranger Things. What? We had the script in front of us. I thought that everything for the script was what was in the... Everything for this scene was what was in the script. I had to talk with the Duffer Brothers. I had an idea to present to them. I told them about the door in the field and how it is a door of perception of the human mind. They told me they saw it. My idea for them was to start filming the scene between you and Winona and have me come by and interrupt it to show you what's beyond the door in the field. The dialogue that we have that comes out naturally completes the scene. So this is all being filmed for the scene. This is the scene. The scene is what began with the scripted dialogue that you performed and what is being said now. This scene is going to be titled The Door in the Field. Let's take a look at what's beyond the door. Mike opens up the door and they see a realm where a parallel narrative of Stranger Things is taking place. Take a look. What is this? It looks like the set of Stranger Things. It is the set of Stranger Things. It is a parallel narrative of Stranger Things. Fans of Stranger Things can only watch the scenes of Stranger Things parallel narrative through the door in the field. Only I have access to the door in the field. If they want to see Stranger Things in its entirety, not just Stranger Things, but Stranger Things and beyond, they can only watch it through the door in the field. Can we take a look at what is presently taking place in Stranger Things and beyond? Sure, take a look. They look beyond the door in the field. They can see a scene that is taking place in Stranger Things and beyond. In this scene, Joyce Byers is driving in a car on the highway at high speed to try to escape the clutches of aliens. There has been a series of alien abductions in town, and she is among the few people who haven't been abducted. All of a sudden, She sees the alien spaceship that has been hovering a few hundred feet above her car travel back into space. Wow, that was incredible. I'll stop by tomorrow if you want to see more. Sure. They talked. Oh, hi. Savannah Sellers. Hi, where are you from? I hope you're enjoying this. This is Stranger Things and Beyond. Where are you from? Savannah Sellers. Savannah, Georgia? Canada. Oh, cool. Canada. I never met somebody from Canada. Oh, that's cool. What part of Canada? I'm from the Chicago area, Park Ridge, Illinois. It's in Illinois, and it's well, you know where Illinois is, I'm sure. It's near Chicago. So, are you? Because Canada's a huge country, and I was just wondering, are you the part of Canada that's like to the west or the east or central, like Winnipeg, Ontario, Nova Scotia? Okay, cool. There's a lot of good. Do you ever see some of the horror movies that were filmed in Canada? I don't know if you know this, but there's a lot of good horror movies filmed in Canada, like My Bloody Valentine and a few others. But anyways, getting back to my oh, you saw those? Yeah, those are cool movies, aren't they? Well, getting back to my script, this is Stranger Things and Beyond. So what I've done is I've written like Stranger Things. You know, you've heard of Stranger Things, haven't you? With Winona Ryder and David Harbour. I have taken the liberty of writing oh, cool, yeah, liberty to write an extension of Stranger Things, and theoretically, there's like a parallel realm where Stranger Things is in its entirety, not just Stranger Things, but Stranger Things and Beyond takes place, and you have to, and that's where you can only see like the augmentation or the Stranger Things and Beyond, not just Stranger Things, but Stranger Things and Beyond. So theoretically, what you're witnessing is Stranger Things and Beyond taking place in the realm where the parallel narrative to Stranger Things takes place. Let me get back to my script. Okay, so they talked that afternoon about many topics. They had a wonderful evening. The cast of Stranger Things reassembled on the next day in the same location for a new scene. They felt an ominous presence. They begin filming a new scene when again Mike Meyer wanders onto the set. Good morning. How are you people? We're fine. Now, why the fuck are you interrupting another scene today? I came here to tell you that I talked to the Dever brothers about an idea I had. What's your idea? My idea is that we could have a competition for fans of Stranger Things. When season 5 of Stranger Things comes out, they're going to see the Door in the Field episode. Into the realm beyond the door in the field, where there's a parallel narrative of Stranger Things taking place, I have wandered and met the actors who portray the characters. These people are sort of counterpart to the real life human beings, such as Winona Ryder and David Harbour, who portray the characters in Stranger Things in this realm. There are only subtle differences in personality. You would have to see the subtle differences, for example, in the real life Winona Ryder and the other realm, Winona Ryder, and the real life David Harbour and the other realm, David Harbour. To distinguish them, my idea is that we could switch some of the people in the real life realm where Stranger Things is taking place for the people who portray the characters in the other realm, Stranger Things. Whichever fan guesses which characters have been switched gets to be a new character that I have written into the script. I like the idea. I like it too. Thanks, Winona and David. I'll see you tomorrow. They went home and had a wonderful evening. Winona Ryder and David Harbour are assembling in the field where the new scene of Stranger Things is taking place when Mike Myers suddenly wanders out of the set. I'm so relieved to see you people. What do you mean you're relieved? I'm relieved because I can see that you are safe. Safe from what? Safe from the aliens in the realm beyond the door, in the field, where the parallel narrative to Stranger Things is taking place. What are the aliens conspiring? The aliens in the parallel narrative have found out about our narrative that exists in tandem with their narrative. They know that there is a door in the field on the set of Stranger Things through which they can enter from their side in order to enter our realm. They haven't found it yet. Why do they want to enter our realm? For starters, these aliens are from planet Chanakyu. On planet Chanakyu, there's a dying off of the population. Many years ago, aliens had evolved into a type of subspecies with powers of clairvoyance, telekinesis, quantum teleportation, and deep insight into higher order existence. Lately, the aliens have not been getting along. The male aliens on planet Jandaku have become disinterested with the female aliens and have become interested in human females here on planet Earth. In particular, they have been fancying certain females that they have been observing on the set of Stranger Things. They want to take some of the female characters from Stranger Things to planet Jandaku to mate with them in order to spawn a human-alien hybrid race that they believe would be the combination of perfected physical beauty, as in the case of human beings, and perfected mental acuity, as in the case of the aliens. Do you know of any particular cast members of Stranger Things that the aliens want to mate with? They must be in their 20s, no younger and no older. They must be what they deem to be of a genetically superior human physical form. Also, I should mention that they can either be cast members or any people who are involved in any way with the show. This includes directors, producers, choreographers, film editors, makeup people, caterers, accountants, executives, wardrobe coordinators, and anybody who works for any company that either supplies products to Stranger Things or provides services to them. That's something I'm glad you told us about. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye. They went to their respective homes and had a wonderful evening. They got up early the next day to go to the set of Stranger Things. Mike Meyer was standing in the field waiting for them. Good morning, Winona. Good morning, David. In what kind of emotional state are you in this morning? Good morning, Mike. I'm doing wonderful. So am I. Do you people notice anything different about the field this morning? It looks exactly the same this morning to me. Let me look further. There's a slight difference in the field this morning. This difference, though subtle, may be indicative of profound existential ramifications. I think I know what the difference is. Take a look at the door in the field. The door handle, when you are facing the door, was always on the right side. It's on the left side. Either somebody was able to reverse the door, or there's some other explanation. I believe the latter to be true. The aliens in the parallel narrative of Stranger Things want actresses from the cast of Stranger Things in their 20s for mating purposes. My theory is somehow we have been teleported to the parallel narrative of Stranger Things in order that the aliens can abduct cast members in their 20s. To mate with them, to form their supreme race of alien human hybrids. That would also explain why the doorknob is on the left side of the door and not the right side. We have been somehow ushered beyond the door in the field by the aliens in order that they are able to trap us and attempt to abduct females from Stranger Things, females in their 20s, to mate with them. We need to see to it. We need to see to it that they don't succeed in such heinous machinations. No cast member from Stranger Things shall ever mate with an alien in the realm where the parallel narrative of Stranger Things takes place. How do we get back to concrete reality from here? The aliens seem to have powers that are on a transcendent level, and any resistance that they get in the physical form is ineffective. We are up against a lot. We must find a way to harness the same transcendent power that they have. All of a sudden, the cast member from Stranger Things, a girl in her 20s named Susie, walks up to the set. Hi, people, I'm Susie Isidore. Do you people want to get back on the set of Stranger Things? Yes. Susie easily opens up the door and lets them in. While the door is open, Susie speaks to them. A few of us have decided to mate with the aliens. What? Are you crazy? Don't mate with the aliens. I was convinced that I was born of alien spawn in another life, and I shall return to them. You were not born of alien spawn. Don't mate with the aliens, Susie. It's too late, I'm pregnant. Oh, Susie, what has gotten into you? Apparently, alien seed. Susie closes the door. Susie needs to come back to us. I have a feeling that Susie might be lying. I think that maybe she wasn't impregnated by aliens. Let's just finish our work for the day, sure. Mike, David, and Winona, along with the rest of the cast members, finished another scene of Stranger Things. They proceeded to have a wonderful evening. They got up the next day to start another scene of Stranger Things. They were about to commence filming a new scene when Susie Isidore emerged onto the set from beyond the door. Good afternoon. Hi, Susie. What are you doing here? I've got something to tell you. I was just kidding about being impregnated by the aliens. I tricked the aliens into thinking that I was impregnated by them in order to be able to teleport back into concrete reality. They allowed me back into concrete reality on the condition that I would bring back women in their 20s to mate with the aliens. We're happy you're back, Susie. I'm happy to be back, too. How are the aliens going to respond when they find out that you have fled from their realm? I don't know how they're going to respond. They have a more limited set of actions that they can take. I sealed up the door so that they're going to have a hard time getting through it. How did you seal up the door? While I was there in the realm where the parallel narrative of Stranger Things takes place, that door was the only concrete object that existed in that realm that was connected to material reality, not strictly a part of non-consensual reality that comprised the rest of the objects. I was able to convert the door, paradoxically, into a material object existing here in concrete reality, and an immaterial object in their realm. How did you do that? By being able to mentally envision each element that physically comprises the door and transfer it completely into my mind while at the same time projecting that image on a strictly immaterial level into the realm where parallel narrative takes place. When I got back here, I took the door with me and put it back in the field where it was and left them with the immaterial door. That's amazing. All of a sudden, they heard the door handle on the door being turned. It seems as though maybe the aliens have found a way to the door. I'm not sure how the aliens got to the door. I'll have to examine the situation. You better. The aliens have immense powers. We have to outsmart them. The next day arrives, and Mike Meyer, Millie Bobby Brown, Winona Ryder, and David Harbour are rehearsing dialogue that they've been given. Mike Meyer has been given a job as a writer and a new character in Stranger Things. All of a sudden, a 1984 Chevy Camaro pulls up close to them. Inside the car is Winona Ryder at the wheel, Mike Meyer in the passenger seat, and David Harbour and Millie Bobby Brown in the back seat. The cast members, other than the aforementioned, seem very confused by the situation. These people look exactly like Mike Meyer, Millie Bobby Brown, Winona Ryder, and David Harbour. So, who are the real Mike Meyer, Millie Bobby Brown, Winona Ryder, and David Harbour? I need to inform you people that this isn't the real set of Stranger Things. The aliens from the realm where the parallel narrative of Stranger Things takes place are in the disguise of Mike Meyer, Millie Bobby Brown, Winona Ryder, and David Harbour. They brought you here to this field in order to seduce female cast members in their 20s to go beyond the door into the realm to mate with them. The cast members look at who they thought were Mike Meyer, Millie Bobby Brown, Winona Ryder, and David Harbour in a state of puzzlement. Susie Isidore speaks up. How are we to know for sure who the real Mike Meyer, Millie Bobby Brown, Winona Ryder, and David Harbour are? For all we know, you people in the Camaro could be the aliens in disguise. Winona Ryder looks at them with an intensely foreboding stare. If you follow your instincts along with your human rationality, you will arrive at the conclusion that they are the aliens. Come with us to the set. With that, the green and silver 1984 Chevy Camaro with thick tires and chrome wheels drove off frantically, heading for some speculative set of Stranger Things. Susie Isidore started talking to a friend of hers, Penelope Talbot, about the situation. What do you think about the situation, Penelope? We've got a tricky situation. The people at the Camaro could have been the aliens, but it's just as plausible that they are the aliens. I want to continue acting as a character of Stranger Things without getting abducted by aliens in another realm to mate with them. We better figure out which is the real set of Stranger Things. These people seem so much like Mike Meyer, Winona Ryder, Millie Bobby Brown, and David Harbour is uncanny. So, do the people in the Camaro? So do the people in the Camaro. I know, the people in the Camaro do seem legitimate too. Why don't we just finish our day of acting? Tomorrow, we could see if the Camaro comes back. Sure. They finish the day of acting and had a wonderful evening. The next day arrives, in the case of Stranger Things, is in the field, is assembling in the field for a new scene. Mike Meyer has taken over the directorial duties and is now the director of the show. I want to give okay, places, please. I want to give you the background for this new scene. Joyce Byers is talking to me, Mike Meyer, about some suspicions that have been aroused in her concerning the sheriff. Played by David Harbour. I've got something to tell you, Mike. What is it, Joyce? You never believe this. I have a new theory about the Upside Down. You have a new theory about the Upside Down? Yes, here it is. This may seem to be a wild speculation, but I think that Sheriff Hopper is really a part of it and has been all along. Sheriff Hopper? No way. I could see a purity and sincerity in his eyes that can't be faked. No, he's been faking it. Sheriff Hopper is from the Upside Down. That truly is a wild speculation, Joyce. We've been in cahoots with Sheriff Hopper for a while now, and he clearly seems to be an ally. I strongly suspect he's from the Upside Down. What would possibly make you suspect he's from the Upside Down? I happened to walk in on him alone in his house. He was in his kitchen having breakfast. He didn't know anybody was coming over. I found him in his kitchen eating breakfast and talking to people that weren't visibly there. It was as if he could see them. He was having an in-depth conversation with them. They seemed to be plotting something sinister. Are you sure that he wasn't talking to somebody on a walkie-talkie? Yes, I'm sure. When I deduced what might be taking place, I just fled and didn't talk to him. I really think he was talking it upside down. Maybe you're onto something. All of a sudden, the green and silver Camaro pulls up and stops to interrupt the scene. Winona Ryder is at the wheel, Mike Myers in the passenger seat, and Millie Bobby Brown and David Harbour in the back seat. Hey, Susie and Penelope, don't worry about the upside down. Worry about the door in the fields. That's where the aliens want to take you to mate with them. All of a sudden, Mike Meyer and Joyce Byers pull off masks to reveal that they are really aliens from beyond the door in the field. Susie Isidore and Penelope Talbot climb into the car as it drives off. I'm glad to see that you and Susie are okay, Penelope. We're okay now, Mike. We're just a little freaked out. It was so bizarre. We really thought we were in the middle of filming a scene for Stranger Things when they pulled off their masks to reveal that they are aliens. It was so freaky. Let me tell you about something that is really bizarre. The scene that you were filming in the field with the aliens that you thought were cast members of Stranger Things is something that is already in a completed script. Melanie Martinez? Okay, coming up soon. Okay. What's the name of the song that Evil? Okay, I'll look it up. Okay. It's the same dialogue that was written by the Duffer Brothers. Evil by Melanie Martinez. Okay, is it a cool song? I'll cover it. If it's a cool song, I'll cover it. Okay. I have to hear it first and see if I like it. If I like it, I'll cover it. Okay. Somehow the aliens seem to be privy to the dialogue and the ideas of the Duffer Brothers. I think they tried to entice actresses to act in their play so that they could bring them to the door in the field to the realm where the parallel narrative of Stranger Things takes place to mate with them. How did they become privy to the dialogue in the Duffer Brothers script? I haven't figured that out yet. Wow, look out the window. I see it, Winona. In the field, there I see people who look like cast members of Stranger Things, acting out a new scene. Let's get out of the car. They get out of the car and watch the people act out Stranger Things scene from a distance. That's the scene in the script that follows the scene where Mike Myers suspects that Sheriff Hopper is really affiliated with the Upside Down and tells Joyce Byers about it. That was a scene that I had planned for us to perform today. They already performed it with Penelope and Susie, and now they're performing the next scene that was written to the script. What should we do now? Let's just go and perform the scene we were going to perform with you suspecting that Sheriff Hopper is from the Upside Down. We need to keep a watch on these aliens. Okay, sure. They get back in the car and drive off to where they can begin filming the scene. They had a wonderful afternoon. The next day arrives and the cast begins filming their scene in a field near the field where there are people filming the following scene. Okay, places, people. This is the scene where Joyce suspects that Sheriff Hopper is from the Upside Down. Begin. Joyce Byers is looking at Sheriff Hopper through a window in the kitchen eating breakfast. He starts silently talking to some unseen presence. Yeah, they haven't found out yet. Don't worry. I'll have the package ready with all the illustrations. What? I know. Our reality can potentially take over the reality that people experience in material reality. People are living in a right side up reality now and will awaken someday to an upside down reality if I'm able to coerce people into walking through the spectral transom at the top of Cosmic Hill. I'm convinced that if this takes place, we will gain control of what is real and what isn't. Bye. Joyce, after having witnessed this, runs off into the afternoon. Mike sees her in a field and starts talking to her. You look startled, Joyce. What is going on? Mike, I've got something really wild to tell you. What is it? Let's go back to my place to talk about it. Sure. They went back to Joyce's place for the evening to talk about the unexpected conversation she witnessed. They finished the scene. All of a sudden, Susie and Isidore drive up to the field where they are filming the scene. Look, Mike. It's Susie and Isidore in a green and silver Camaro. That looks exactly like my Camaro. Uh, oh, okay. Evil by Melanie Martinez. Okay, I'll look it up. It's a cool song. I mean, I never I never heard any of her music, but I'll look it up and see if I like it. Then if I do, I'll cover it. Okay. Um, I think it is your car. All of a sudden, Isidore speaks. We got your car. Give me my fucking car back, Isidore. I need it. How'd you steal my car, Isidore? I'll see you later. With that, Isidore and Penelope drove off back to the set where the aliens are filming their version of Stranger Things. I don't believe it. They stole my car. I wonder where they are going. Maybe they joined the aliens. Do you think that they are going to be in their version of Stranger Things? I think that it is possible that they are. How would you like to be in the aliens version of Stranger Things? Are you being serious? You want to be in the aliens version of Stranger Things? Sure. Then maybe you could get to see what it's like to perform acting with aliens for Planet China Q and maybe get your car back from them. It's not a bad idea, Winona. But do you think that the Duffer Brothers will be okay with that? We mustn't worry what the Duffer Brothers are going to think about it. We must only know that it's a good idea. Yeah, you're right. Let's walk to the set of the aliens version of Stranger Things. Sure. Mike and Winona took the long walk to the set where the aliens are filming their version of Stranger Things. There was an alien there who was wearing a mask to look like Mike Meyer, and an alien wearing a mask to look like Winona Ryder. They were in the middle of the scene when Mike walks up to the alien Mike. Hi, alien me. What do you want? We were filming a scene. I could see that. You aliens are privy to new dialogue that the Duffer Brothers write before it is in the final script? Yeah. I was just wondering, is Sheriff Hopper really from the Upside Down? Yeah, he is. Oh, look. It's Susie Isidore and Penelope Talbot. Hi, Mike. Hi, Penelope. Hi, Mike. Hi, Susie. Can I have my car back? Only if you and Winona agree to be in our version of Stranger Things. Sure. Mike and Winona talked to Susie Isidore. They had a wonderful afternoon.